Hello, everyone. I am Maurice. Welcome to the Mixed Feeling Podcast. Today, I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Malik and Zayd. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello, I am Malik and I am not Maurice.
Yeah, we decided to switch hosts every episode. So next episode will be Zayd, but this episode is your wonderful hostess with the mostest. You know most. Yes. So topics today. Who wants to go first, or should I decide on the topic to start off?
You though, so you go first.
You the host, yeah, you the host.
Oh, okay. First thing I'll talk about is what happened recently at college. A very funny incident I have to talk about. So, you guys know that I go to Canal most for my college. And there's
Don't dox yourself. Don't dox yourself.
No.
You just go to a college.
No, it's fine, because you guys will know they probably not going to know in talks. Not really. I don't go there all the time. So, there's a river there, right? There's a river there. So, I was walking to the mall for lunch, me and my friends. So, we just heard a splash. And we thought something small, like a rock or branch is falling, because a lot of trees around and forestry around. No, we just hear there's an old man screaming, "Help me! help me!" And there was no one else around. So we were the only guys around. So now while this guy is, struggling to get out, it's not that deep. It's just
You're just watching him struggle.
we watching and we conversating okay, who's gonna help him? Because I don't want to get wet.
You guys are evil. None of you think to just jump in immediately and help him.
No, but the thing is, he wasn't really drowning. It was by his chest side, no. But because he was drunk, he was like, "Oh no, I'm drowning. I'm wet. I'm in the water." But he's
I
fine.
sure hope a strong boy doesn't save me with his strong, gentle hands.
No. I'm the first one to say I'm not doing anything, guys. I'm hungry. I don't want to get wet. I don't have clothes to put on. So no, I'm not doing it. And that water's dirty. That's water's contaminated with all the germs from the forest and stuff. So I thought, no, I'm not getting it water. Then came a bokkie, a brown Springbok sweater, came and jumped in, but he kind of jumped in the water. Pulled the
For
guy
those
out.
who don't know what the bookie is, it's usually a white guy who we call Boere in South Africa. A white guy. It's like the South African version of a redneck. A white guy who's interested in rugby and follows a South African sports team called the Springbokke, no?
Springboks.
The Springboks. There we go. So that's a bokkie. Usually we call the white people who represent their team by their team's name or a shorter derived nickname for them from the team's name. So a bokkie, the shark, a sharky or whatever. Continue. Sorry.
And the way they talk Afrikaans is it sounds like they're always angry. That's the way they talk Afrikaans.
Basically traditional Afrikaans. So
Yeah,
for those, now I must explain that again. For those who are not familiar with Afrikaans is basically a mix of Dutch. Okay, it is like a watered down version of Dutch. Well, you would obviously find those who speak Dutch in Netherlands and what country is Dutch? Deutschland, whatever. But Afrikaans is derived from Dutch. It has a mixture of Dutch, German, and so on and so forth. Continue, Maurice.
Thank you for the explanation, Malik. So this guy he gets pulled out of the water. Guess what's the next thing he does?
Mm-hmm.
He just keeps drinking.
His first thing was, "Where's my bottle? Where's my bottle?" That's the first thing. That's the first thing he asked her. And then he looks at us. He swears in, I don't know what language it was. It didn't sound like Afrikaans or Xhosa or any other South African language. He swore in something. He swore us in something, and then he just disappeared into the forest again.
What the hell? You encountered a mystical being from the forest.
NPC, my guy.
He was just walking down the path and his pathing just bugged out. And then you stumbled upon one of his side quests. Did he reward you with anything? Like a mystical sword or something?
No, the bra swear words, yeah? That's what he rewarded us.
He rewarded you with words of wisdom. Maybe he got ancient.
I was gonna ask, are you sure he was swearing at you and not granting you words of wisdom?
He cast a spell of good luck upon yourself. Jeez.
Well, that's what happened, guys. That's the piece of news I got to tell you guys. I wanted to tell you guys earlier, but I thought I should keep it for the podcast. That's what basically happened.
Basically, we can't have normal or meaningful normal conversations because me mostly, I don't know about the other two, I would say save it for the pod. So these past few weeks, we haven't been having proper conversations. And as for where we've been, I can't speak for the other two, but for myself, at the beginning of the month, just a series of unfortunate events and feeling unwell and so on and so forth. So that's where I've been. Personal issues.
Me.
Continue, sorry.
Now I was just going to say, for me, I just went back to college, so that's the whole thing also that started. So that probably also messed up, like scheduling when we can do the next podcast and stuff. So that's for me, personally, what happened for me.
And Zayd is just both physically and mentally unwell. Zayd has been in rehabilitation and because he has a severe cocaine addiction, we have been working together as a group. We have been working together as a group to help him realize that he does not need the nose candy, as he calls it, to be better as a person. So
you do know that.
We've been trying to pull Zayd out of that habit by sending him to rehabilitation, and as a result of this addiction, he is now feeling slightly unwell. So just excuse him, please.
Wow, you know these people are gonna take that like seriously. You do know that, right? Am I now? Yeah, continue.
What do you have for us? And yes, you are.
What do I have? I remember telling you a story at your house, and then you told me save it for the pod. What was that story?
Zayd and I were talking about ghosts and supernatural occurrences that Zayd had experienced.
Oh yes.
So Zayd about that.
Righto. Okay. So this is what happened. We went on a family outing, right? We went to this place called Montague Springs. It's right next to Avalon Springs. So I don't know if that's the real Montague Springs or what, or if it's the fake one. The one that's made in China. Anyway, you can camp. I think you can camp there. I'm not sure, but we went into the complex type of thingies. You know, the houses that is like in a circle. You know, and we were quite a big family there. So we needed about 6 houses. Each house had about 2 bedrooms with at least 2 beds in it. The main room obviously had a 2-sleeper, a king size or queen size. I'm not sure, but anyway, the first night was alright. There was nothing wrong with the first night. I fell asleep pretty normally because I was exhausted, running around playing soccer, going to go swim and all that.
How many years ago was this for context?
This was about 3 years ago. 2 years? No? How old was I? I am not sure. 15? Or 16? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
5 years ago. You see, guys, what the cocaine addiction is doing to Zayd. That's like 5 years ago.
No, but you see, no, I really wanted to forget about this experience. I really wanted, because that's the first time I've experienced something like this before.
How do you forget maths? That's pure brainwashing. What did the ghost do to you? Sorry,
Obviously,
continue.
I was battling now with my inner demons. I was like 3 years ago. No, wait, I was 15, like that. Anyway, yeah. So the first night was fine. The second night, was when things started going crazy. I fell asleep, woke up in the middle of the night, not listening, but I heard like footsteps, man, going to the toilet. And then obviously I thought, okay, it's my mother or my father. And I know their footsteps. I know their walk patterns. So I know what their feet sounds like on hitting the floor. And that was not my mother. But at first I thought, okay, now it's probably my mother, because who else could it be? Okay. Seeing that I couldn't sleep I sat on my phone, on the Wi-Fi, doing whatever. I don't even know what I was watching. But I started hearing again footsteps walking up and down. This time walking up and down. Like it would be like 3 steps forward, and then a few steps to the side, and then again that loop whole time, like someone was looking for something or pondering, like walking up and down. And I thought, wait, who would do that? Like my mother wouldn't do that, my father wouldn't do that, and plus Tariq wouldn't do that, my brother. Tariq is my brother, for those who don't know. He wouldn't be doing that because we were in the same room. He was right next to me on the second bed. So I had no idea who that could be. And then I put my phone down and I observed. I was looking at the door, just praying that someone not open the door or something. And then I was just laying there, and then all of a sudden I heard another pair of footsteps, and then that pair of footsteps turned into multiple footsteps. And then that's when I knew, no, this is no one in the house. This is none of my family members. What is it?
Iets is verkeerd.
Yes, something is definitely wrong. And then I started to slowly sink in my bed and pull the blanket just above my nose, watching that door. But I swear, at that moment, I was gonna throw anything at the door, whoever opened the door. I swear. And then it didn't let up. That's the crazy thing. I was at least laying there for more than an hour, and it was just that footsteps whole time. And I'm sure it wasn't the floorboards, because you know footsteps, it has that not the hollow sound, how can I say? Like the impact, it's footsteps. It's not just the creaking of the wooden floor. And then after that, I snuck over to my brother's bed and I got in next to him, seeing how scared I was. And yeah, I don't know how I fell asleep, because I was pretty tired, because we were playing soccer all day on the turf and I was exhausted. I was struggling to keep my eyes open, and then somehow I fell asleep. So morning came, and everyone had something to share, something supernatural to share. Like with me, it was the footsteps. With my auntie, it was someone pulled her husband's hair or smacked him, I'm not sure. No, one of my aunties got the hair played with and pulled during the night. And the uncle, my other uncle, he got slapped through the face, apparently. And the other auntie again says the TV switched on during the night. So yeah, that's the story.
While Zayd was explaining that to me for the first time, I told him, why don't the three of us go there for a night just to experience it?
No, I won't do.
And then say, I had a feeling you guys wouldn't be up for the challenge, because the first time when Zayd was telling me the story in person, he was visibly not going with the idea. Like the moment I uttered the first word of the proposal, you could see on his face he wasn't in agreeal with it. He was not going with the idea.
No, I don't want to. That was not a nice experience. I will never go there again. Or maybe if we go there, I will spend the day there. I will never spend the night there.
What do you think, Maurice? What do you think? Do you
No,
believe in ghosts?
no. I believe in ghosts. Speaking of, I also have a poltergeist story that happened actually not too long ago. It happened sometime last year.
I think
So-
we should get our flashlights and blankets and then pass the flashlight around to because we're telling stories like at the sleepover.
I guess this is just the ghost story episode. So I was I was at my cousin Dim's house last year. It was after a wedding. Then I decided I was gonna sleep upstairs because there was a TV there and there was a couch that could turn into a bed. Yeah, so I wanted to sleep on that. So they told me, "Are you sure? Because nobody's gonna sleep on top." So I was saying, "No, it's fine. I'll sleep there. I'll watch TV. I'm probably not gonna sleep until like 3 o'clock in the morning or around about that time." So I'm sleeping. I think I lost to check the time, but it was 2 a.m. That was the time, and I had a very bad pee. So I was contemplating with myself, should I go to the toilet? Because the toilet was just across. It's like a hallway now, and I was sleeping on the left side, and the toilet was on the right side. So I decided, okay, let me go to the toilet because otherwise I'm not gonna fall asleep again. So I open the door. It's dark, but you know, most when you have that night vision, when you eager to go somewhere at night, you can so much see.
You suddenly gain night vision.
I could see, like it was dark, but I could still see somewhat. So as I'm going to the toilet, I look down. Automatically, my body looks to the right to see what's going on there. So I look to the right. So these are not a long hallway, but it gets darker as it goes further on. So I look back. I see a silhouette there. So I
I
pause.
see a silhouette over... Wait. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche. Can we do the fandango? But what the hell? A hallway. You're walking and it gets darker. What are you in the back rooms or something? Are you in a living space?
It's a big house because I think not a lot of people live in there, but it's just the cousins that. It's like It's like a house we rented to sleep over after anyone that wanted to sleep over somewhere after the wedding could go to that house. And most of the people wanted to sleep together downstairs, but I didn't want to sleep by those people because they're very loud.
Only Maurice. Can only be Maurice.
I was the only one who slept in the upstairs room. So as I'm looking there, I'm saying hello. Now, instantly I said hello because there was someone standing there looking like they were going to go to the toilet. So I was thinking, okay, someone's going to go to the toilet. I was going to go first and tell them wait. I'm looking. The silhouette's not moving. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just seeing stuff. I go to the toilet. As I open the toilet door and I switch on the light, I look in the hallway because the light was reflecting into the hallway now because I switched on the bathroom light. I look in the hallway. No one's there in the hallway. So now I'm thinking, now I'm standing there in shock thinking, was I seeing things? So now I thought, okay, now I was just seeing things. And I went to the toilet, quick, pee came out like nothing. I just went, flushed the toilet, and I wanted to go straight back to my room. But now instantly, I look again through the hallway, and I switch to the light, the silhouette is there. So I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? Because I'm so scared now. The moment I saw the silhouette, I ran into the room, closed the door, and I'm laying there. So I'm thinking now, okay, now I just imagine things, I'm just seeing things, I'm probably really tired. So now I hear footsteps. So now I start to panic. Because now I'm laying there like, who's gonna help me now? I'm all alone here. And the first thing that came to my mind,
you're still upstairs, you're alone upstairs.
I'm alone upstairs. So the first thing that came to my mind is, I'm gonna jump out the window and wait till morning. It's the first thing I do, I'm gonna jump out the window. But the thing is, they had that windows that was barricaded, that was locked, that you couldn't open and go through. Burglar bars, yeah. They had those. I was thinking now. So the first thing I went to is I started praying. I prayed, Lord, I wasn't the best child in my lifetime. And I've said stuff like, I listed all the good things I've done. Like, I've never failed the grade before. Please, let me just survive this. I haven't lived my life yet. Let me just experience life before. And
God has sent one of his angels down to reclaim your soul in your invention.
So now, as I'm laying there, my door starts to open. So now guys, let me tell you, when my soul left my body that night, I was laying in bed. The moment I heard my door open, it's like I was on the brink of passing out. Then it opens, my cousin saying,
And then you woke up.
And then my cousin opened the door. She was like, "Oh, I thought you were in the bathroom." So I asked her, "Was it you in the hallway?" Now she's saying, "No, I came up the stairs to come to the toilet because someone's in the downstairs toilet." So I'm sitting there. Who was in the hallway then? Now she tell me, "Maurice, what are you talking about? No one's upstairs. You're the only one that's sleeping upstairs." So now I tell her,
That's like you.
Can I sleep by you? No, I don't sleep upstairs anymore. So she tell me, but there's no bed. I tell her I'll bring one of the cushions. I'll sleep on the floor. I don't want to sleep upstairs anymore. So now to this day now, every time I go out to my family that side, they always tell me, "Maurice, be careful now. There's probably a ghost there by the toilet, or there's probably a ghost there outside." Because now
You are now superstitious of those ghosts and aware of them.
yeah.
What if that silhouette just came in and replaced your cousin? Like the silhouette came in, took your cousin, tied up. A skinwalker just
Bro, don't even say that. That stuff scares me, bro. When I see videos of that stuff, it scares me. Like, have you seen that video?
Just comes in and gaslights you.
Have you seen that video of that dog that does tricks for the dog? Never was
I
tricks for the owner.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was thinking the exact same thing. When I said Skinwalker, I thought of that video of that dog that did the tricks.
That video actually scared me, bro. And Zayd, you could hear the dog was crashing on the wall.
Yes, after he closed the door.
Dog was crashing.
Put that video up in the video for those who now don't know what.
I'll find it. I'll put it in.
But I'm still on that. The skinwalker replaces your cousin. Skinwalker walks into your room, starts gaslighting you. Maurice, what are you talking about? The accident was 5 years ago. You have to let me go. You get out of bed. You walk downstairs. Nobody else is in the house with you. You're all alone.
Malik, stop. Actually,
man's creating a creepypasta.
Malik, don't do that, bro.
You walk back up into the hallway. You see another silhouette. You look behind you. You see another silhouette. You start turning in circles. You're surrounded by silhouettes. You run into your room. You get into bed. You pass out. You wake up. You're breathing heavily. You open your eyes. You're surrounded by silhouettes looking down at you. The silhouette grabs your face. You wake up. You wake up in the hospital. Your family surrounds your bed. So on and so forth. Your family surrounds your bed. They look down at you.
Man made a whole short manga, maybe.
I think we skipped a couple of episodes.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Maurice wakes up in the hospital. His family's looking down at him. Maurice, what happened to you? You hit your head pretty hard back there. You were in an accident, and then the story just unfolds from there. Jeez.
Nah, that stuff scares me, bro. I don't like those kind of things.
But why are we on the topic of dreaming now? We're on the top. I wanted to speak about something in the dreams. Let me just go to the notes. What if you could continue your dreams?
I did that once. I actually did that once.
But not continue in such a way that you know you're continuing it, but your dream, your body just automatically creates a sequel. Like you're dreaming up a storyline. You wake up after the dream, and then you're so curious. You're invested in the dream, like it's a series, and then the next dream, or maybe 3 months after, the sequel kicks in. What if you had the ability to do that without knowing you had the ability to do that?
Okay,
is there some sort of surgery that you need to go for?
I did that once in the same day. That happened to me once, and I still remember the dream perfectly, the whole dream to this day. Like it was a whole movie. Must I explain the dream?
No, wait. Is it a sassy dream or something?
No, it's not a sus dream.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
So the dream starts off. with me, like in high school, right? And then it's like, you guys have seen High School of the Dead, right?
No,
Okay,
but
Malik,
continue.
you should check it next time when you watch something. Anyways, so it starts off like High School of the Dead, where like someone infected comes into the classroom, starts biting the teacher, and then I start running out of the classroom and everyone's running around and stuff. So I get scared. So now I don't know who these other two people are. I don't remember the names, but there was one girl and there's one guy. And they told me, follow me to the roof. So I ran to the roof and I said, there's a helicopter coming for us. Get on it. So then we jumped on a helicopter. So sadly, the guy didn't make it. He jumped, but then a zombie grabbed his leg.
I don't know how that is funny. I'm sorry.
That is funny, actually. Like the bra barely had screen time. He just showed up, told me come to the roof, and then he died the next scene.
My time has come. He decided he doesn't want to live anymore.
So we in the helicopter. So now we're flying. So now, as we're flying, we hear sounds from the pilots. One of the pilots are infected. So now we're trying to barricade now the front side of the pilots with, I don't know, like there's like boxes and stuff. So we're trying to barricade it. And then we took 2 parachutes. He told me jump. So now I'll never forget this line I told her. I've never used it before. How am I going to survive? How do I know to use a parachute? So she says, you will learn it when you try it. So I said, what? I'm like in a dream, was everything happens so fast, so you can't really place it. But
Don't
all
worry,
of this was
Maurice. Don't
all of
worry,
this
you
was-
can only use a parachute incorrectly once in your life. After that, you can never use it incorrectly again.
okay. So I use the parachute, so now I'm falling. She uses the parachute. Turns out it wasn't a parachute. It was a bag. So now she's falling. So now she's falling. Now. So now I'm the one with the parachute. All of a sudden now I know how to use a parachute. So now I'm gliding towards her to catch her. So now I'm gliding towards her. She jumps on me. And now we're falling faster down. So now we're falling. So now all of a sudden I'm James Bond. I do a roll onto a tree. I fall softly onto the grass and I'm holding. So I'm thinking now, okay, that was cool. I guess I am that guy. So now, as you know, most of the romantic moments when you fall and you're holding the girl, and you look at each other for a second and you blush.
Yes.
We
The
did
cliche.
that. The cliche, yeah, we did that. Then there was a zombie behind us. Then all of a sudden, I don't know if I used the Moscow tool or what. I pull out the pistol, and now I don't know where it came from. I pull out the pistol.
Your jail pocket. You pulled it out of the jail pocket.
and then I shoot the zombie in the head. And then now we're running away from the zombie. So now as we're running through the trees, we realize we're on a cliff and there's water down below us. And then I look at her, I tell her, well, I guess we have to jump. And now she tells me, what, we could die. And now the line I tell her, this line also I'll never forget. Well, you never know unless you try, right? So now I take her.
Horrible acting. I guess we have to jump. What? We could die. I guess you never know. We have to try, right?
So now I take her hand, we jump. And then I wake up. All of a sudden I'm sweaty. Like I wake up in real life, I wake up, I'm sweaty, I'm thirsty. Like my throat is so scratchy, I'm thirsty. Like I did do the jump. So I'm sitting in the bed, I'm like, yeah, that's such a cool dream. I want to dream it again. So I'm like, okay, let me try. So I go back to bed. I just lay there for like 10 minutes. I went back to sleep. Turns out I wake up in the same dream in a bush. And she's laying next to me. So now, she lay next to me and she told me, we could have died. So now I tell her, but we didn't.
Another bad line.
I don't know where this came from. I was scared of someone playing a second ago, bruh. I don't know what happened. So now, just hear this. The destination switch, just hear this. We at the river, right? We walk through some trees and stuff. Next thing we know, we in a western city where there's like a bar and stuff. So now we go in there. Now as I walk
the
in,
wild west. You walk through
about which areas?
Those doors that flip open two ways, the sideways doors.
Those saloon doors, yeah. So now we open those. So now all of a sudden, I have a cowboy accent. How's it going, here, people? Howdy. So I'm thinking, as afterwards, obviously, I'm thinking, what kind of dream was that? But now in the dream still.
We definitely skipped a few episodes there. Did I miss a page in the manga? Why is the main character Texan all of a sudden?
A whole different movie, bruh. and now we're in the bar. So now this guy looks at me like, you Maurice Marston, aren't you? You're pretty far from your land, old boy. So I'm like, so now I'm thinking out to myself, who the hell am I? Wasn't I just in school a couple of episodes ago? How am I all of a sudden now a wanted man in the Wild Wild West? Anyways, so now I'm playing. I think it's because that same time I had a dream the day before. I played Resident Evil. Not Resident Evil, my bad. Wrong game. I'm on Red Dead. I played Red Dead the whole day, so that's probably why. So now I'm talking to this guy. I can't remember the conversation specifically, but we're having a conversation, and then it turns into a classic bar fight where I'm fighting with the guys and stuff. So now I'm running out now. In one of the rooms, I open the door. There's obviously two people in there doing the hoot. Close the door, and I tried to run into one other room. This room all of a sudden had a freaking rifle. No, it had a rifle. I took the rifle. And then one guy came to the door, shot him, headshot, and I had no bullets left. Guess what happened, guys?
You reminding me of that anime animation I sent in the group. That of the cowboys where the dude is riding on the horse. And then it's like the Western version of 4Gs on the G.
Don't. I want to forget that. Anime videos.
So what happened?
Anyways, so I got bullets from my shoe. I have a shoe pocket.
What?
I have a you see school shoes, right? That big piece at the back. So all of a sudden I could slide like a whole clip of 3 bullets out of my shoe. I don't know how. And then I reloaded my gun. I ran out. I was looking for the girl because we got lost in the commotion. And she's on a horse. So she says, jump on, because there's only one horse and the sheriffs and stuff is coming. So now, there's a quick time event in a dream, bruh. I was so confused. There's like a press triangle at the perfect time to get on a horse without falling. So now,
my God.
All of a sudden, I'm doing a quick time event, and then we run. Then like everything gets dark, and then I wake up. More sweaty than before, and I'm so confused. But the thing is, the fact that I still remember most of that dream is crazy.
The craziest crossover ever.
I love it when the dreams do that thing where that's almost like a satirical movie where the main character is aware of what's happening, and then the other actors are just like following the script. Like let's take your dream for example. The girl wants to jump off of the roof. She believes it's the only way to survive, and then you're like, no, we can just walk down the stairs or something. We don't need to risk our lives like that. I love it when the dreams do that, where the main character are aware and are actually making logical decisions. Like, we have to crash the car. No, I can just stop it and turn left. And something like that. I love it when they do that. And when it gets wacky. Like one moment you're in a zombie apocalypse, the next you're in a Western movie, shooting 4Gs on the G, getting bullets out of your shoes.
I don't know. That's such a switch. Like, it's 2 different movies, bruh. Like, how?
And have you? Okay, here's another thing. What do you think? Have you ever had a dream that like shows you the future, like a vision?
No,
No,
but I've had a lot of deja vu moments in my life.
that's what I want to get into. Do you believe you see those dreams where you like just living your life and then you have a sense of familiar, whatever. You're just familiar with that moment in time. You just feel familiar with that moment in time, and then it's just like vision. Didn't I dream about this particular moment? But then some argue it's deja vu. But in order for it to be deja vu, wouldn't it have to happen first?
Yeah.
You
You have
see,
to
so
be
it's
in a
not
place
deja
before.
vu, it's actually a vision. Because a dream isn't real. So if you dreamt it would happen, it's not deja vu because it didn't actually happen. So it's a vision that you're having.
Oxford is
have you
listening
ever
to this man right now.
So have you ever had one of those?
I'm talking a lot this episode. Can I just say one moment that happened? And Zayd, I think you were in the class, but I don't remember if you saw it happen.
What was
It
this?
was back at Princeton. We were in class. I don't know. I think it was maths class. I think it was grade 11 or grade 12. I'm not sure.
Whose class were we grade 11 for maths now again? Mrs.
It
Isaacs.
was Isaacs, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think I was sitting with you and Ibi and Joshua. I remember. And then I told you guys, I was in a moment now. I told you guys, yo, I just had deja vu, and Abdul's gonna come right through the door. And then at the same moment, Abdul came through the door. And then I was so flabbergasted, bro. I was like, what? Am I Raven? Is that some Maurice now? And
You
I can see
so
the
that's
future.
not deja vu, that's a vision. Dreams sometimes come in the form of visions. It's not deja vu. Those are visions, my guy.
Yes.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Don't worry, guys. The cocaine addiction is getting to Zayd again. And while we linked to that, gut feelings. Now hear me out. Let me cook for a second. What if gut feelings, or you just put on your tinfoil hats quickly? Just put it on, huh? Because what if the government doesn't want us to know about this? So, what if gut feelings, or feelings from yourself, from your future self, warning you about events or like giving you tiny little like previews or advice on the future? So the stronger the gut feeling, the stronger the choice that you are about to make. So like a peanut butter sandwich. I have a gut feeling that I should just put a little jam on. So that's a tiny little gut feeling that you get. And then you're in a car, you're driving. You have a strong gut feeling now, like you're having butterflies in your stomach. I should turn left. You actually turn left. Then later in that day, you hear on the news, the road that you would have taken if you turned right, there was an accident on that road, and you realize that you would have gotten in that accident. And in some alternate timeline, you actually got into that accident. And then you, in that moment, you were like, damn, I should have gone left. But without knowing it, you in that moment that got in the accident, you're sending gut feelings or advice to yourself in the past or in an alternate timeline. And you in that timeline are getting those gut feelings, telling yourself to go left. What do you think about that?
Malik after watching Erased.
I think I've experienced something similar to that. Like a gut feeling telling me, no man, do this, don't do that. That was by
some moments like that make me think I'm actually psychic, because gut feelings are just what if gut feelings are premonitions or visions?
I see what you're saying.
And then let me just continue this pot of food quickly. Let me continue cooking. So timelines, right? It's the way I'm telling you about it. It sounds interesting, but this is actually called the thing. It's called determinism. It's a boring concept where it's a study of you have a specific path in life. It's either it's determinism or free will. So determinism states that you have to follow a specific path. So that is a timeline. What I'm calling a timeline, I'm making it more interesting than some boring plain old determinism. So it's determinism or free will. And then another thing, intrusive thoughts. This ties into the gut feelings. What if you, in another timeline, you're standing on a balcony, right? You see an old lady on the balcony. In that timeline, you push the old lady off the balcony, right? Now, you in an alternate timeline, you're staring at that lady. Now you're in that timeline, you're thinking, what if I push that old lady off? You see, so it's like you in a game making choices, and the player controlling you has loaded a previous save file just to see what that choice is, and those choices for you are intrusive thoughts.
Basically, you're saying we in a simulation.
That's what I'm saying. Don't take me for Andrew Tate now saying that we're in the Matrix. But what is that? Just consider that.
I'm gonna take this to heart, Malik, because this actually got me thinking now. You explained a lot of good points and you've elaborated on those good points, so it makes me think, we could be in a simulation. Again,
one more thing, just one more last thing. I don't know if you guys have heard about the butterfly effect.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the butterfly effect is one small thing could change the whole future, like the dominoes. Those videos of where they put a smaller domino and then it knocks down other increasingly bigger dominoes until it knocks down the biggest domino. So that's basically the butterfly effect. So what if timelines is still with butterfly effect?
Actually makes you think.
It's crazy. Man's giving us brain food.
You're just gonna see the next episode. We're gonna be all arrested tomorrow because the government's hearing us right now.
Nah, I don't think it's that serious, man.
Yeah, the thing is, people that think life like that, are the ones who always lock themselves in a room and scared of society because they're scared of what's gonna happen from knowing this knowledge. And knowing these things, some people take it straight to heart, and it normally doesn't end so well for them. So I don't.
Doesn't that make you angry that you can't go back in time to experience those different choices? Like, what if you just changed one little thing?
It's true. Is this also why you want to have the power to use time travel?
Yes, that is. Again, we can put that also into a topic. What is one power you desire to have the most? So mine is time manipulation. Just think about it. Isn't that the most overpowered power ever? Like, you could take down anyone. Because everybody says time waits for no one. No, it doesn't. It waits for me.
It waits for you now.
So what if I could literally reverse death? I could make anybody immortal. Literally and memory-wise. I could solidify your place in history if I had the ability to manipulate time. I could use it for anything. I could use it to stop wars. I could use it in hospitals. I could reverse your wounds. I could literally do anything with the power of time.
Because you have unlimited time.
But with that also, people will see you as a villain. Because you're so powerful, people will see you as, okay, you could also be a big, massive threat to us if we disobey him.
Can I just go back in time?
Yeah,
can I change minds?
What can they do?
That's the reason why people will see you as a villain, because you can do those things. Because
They
you
don't
can cause
They
you can
don't
cause
realize that
massive events.
I could go back in time and stop 9/11, but then it also comes with its downsides because how would they know I know about 9/11 and world wars and so on and so on? How would they know that I know?
But again, Malik, with the butterfly effect thing, if you change certain things in time, it could stop things from happening. Like you stopping 9/11 could stop you from being born, if you think about it, in a way.
And stopping Hitler from being born. Like, what if I killed Hitler? What would happen? Yeah, the world would be a better place, but would it really? Because we don't know what would happen if I killed Hitler. Because things have actually gotten better since then. So what if
But
I
if it-
didn't? There would be a second Hitler.
Exactly, I was going to say that there could be something even worse coming on after you if you killed Hitler.
Hitler's
But I
cousin.
still believe I would die on the hill of time manipulation is the best power.
Well, okay, let's lower the talk about the guy because that will get this video demonetized if I put it in.
Yeah. Of the guy with the mustache.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's continue with time. So would you guys rather know how you're going to die or knowing when you're going to die?
How I'm going to die.
Yeah, I go now.
I don't want to stress the date, bruh.
I would rather go when. Now hear me out. If I knew how I'm going to die, like for example, I'm going to die by water, then I'm just going to avoid water and prevent anyone else who would want to do water-related activities with me from having fun. Instead of knowing when I'm going to die, then I would have as much fun doing those water-related activities with those people. You see? So knowing how is going to affect your life more negatively than knowing when.
Well, the thing is, if you know when you're gonna die, when you get closer and closer to that date, you're gonna be even more stressed because you're gonna be not knowing how you're going to die, because it could happen at any moment. So your anxiety could build, which could lead to more stress, which could make the experience even worse than knowing how you're gonna die.
But the reassurance of knowing when is better than. It's better to be stressed for one day than to be stressed about the one thing every day.
But if you think about it, I understand what you're saying, but it's also not just one day. It's the build up to that day. Because it could be like you could be thinking, I have a month left to live, or I have a week left to live, I have a few days left to live, and you can continue stressing, building up to that day.
I'd rather have a build up than one constant level of stress. Because at least with a build up, my mental health is going to deteriorate and get worse instead of just being bad all the time. Where with knowing how, right? You knowing how you're going to die, so I'm like
Gonna be paranoid.
I'm being paranoid and I'm stressing other people around me out. Instead of knowing when, I can just tell them I'm going to die that day. Now everybody is like, yeah, he's going to die, giving them time to accept the fact that I'm going to die. Say I'm dying next month, okay, we have a month to spend with you, so on and so on. Whereas I'm being stressed. Now I'm making everyone around me stressed. No, sorry, I can't drink water. No, sorry, I can't go to the pool.
Yeah, that's gonna be everyday thing.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. I understand.
So, knowing when is better than knowing how. Fight me.
Yeah, because if you know when you're gonna die, then you have a fixed time period where you can enjoy your life. Whereas you know how you're gonna die, you're gonna stress every day because you don't know when you're gonna die. So every day is gonna be like, am I gonna die today? Tomorrow? Day after that?
So you see, I should become a lawyer because if I can convince someone who takes cocaine every day to change their mind, I can convince anybody.
I see.
You must really stop with that cocaine thing. People's really gonna think I'm a drug addict. They're really gonna think I'm a drug addict, and I blame you if that's gonna happen.
I
You see
mean, is
people-
that such a bad thing?
You're gonna see people right in Zayd's house. Where is he? Where is he?
Zayd, but at
Michael
least now you know how you're going to die.
No.
Okay, so that is my pot of food finished.
Zayd, do you have anything to say? You've barely spoken this episode.
Yeah, I was just, hearing your crazy theories out.
Anything else happened in the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
No, nothing interesting. Okay, here's another question, food for thought, similar to the knowing when or knowing how. Immortality or invincibility?
Invincibility.
So we're all going invincibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
One main reason for immortality, I don't want my relationships with people to die.
Yeah. And you don't want
I
living.
Yeah. Plus with immortality, what I believe with immortality, you can't die. So immortality is you live very long, but if you are actually killed, you are reincarnated with all your past lives, memories, and so that is what I think immortality is. Invincibility, you just cannot be harmed. You maybe die of old age or something, but you just can't be harmed.
And with immortality means you won't die. It doesn't mean you won't get diseases still. They try to fight you. You won't die, but you'll still get diseases. It could be that also.
You won't die in the sense of physically. You just die. Okay, yeah, you just die in the sense of physically, is what I mean. I just mixed it up there. You die in the sense of like your body's dead, but you as a person are not dead. You are reborn. So invincibility, we're all in agreement on that. That's cool.
But
You just
only
go work
Captain
in the
Man.
police. You just go work in the police force, go fight in the military.
But look, hear me out. What if your mental state is not strong enough for that? Like you get confident, say for example, you jump off a building, you're fine, but your mental state is not fine. You get what I'm saying?
I see what you mean. You're invincible, but while you're one of those people who are suicidal, and you literally cannot die.
Take it. Yeah.
You're stuck in a shell of negativity, basically.
Yeah.
So invincibility does suck. You just die of old. How do you even die when you're invincible? Of old age? No.
No.
Because nothing can harm your body, nothing can harm your immune system. So how do you die?
I was gonna say, but yeah, what's gonna harm you if nothing can harm you?
Maybe some sort of particle eraser or a DNA wiper, because if here it comes. Just listen to this. Put your turn for your hats back on. Time manipulation. Hear me out. You go back in time and you erase the person who is invincible's parents. Simple. Make sure they were never born. And then you never have the problem of dealing with an invincible opponent or someone who cannot be harmed. Or you just lock them away. Let them die mentally. Let them just die inside.
Because invincible doesn't mean you're strong. It just means you're durable. You're durable. You can withstand anything, but it doesn't mean you're strong.
You're gonna need to change that person's DNA in order to kill them. And they say thank you. They say thank you afterwards. Jeez.
Basically like Zamasu from Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, you would need to change the DNA.
He's weak, but you can't kill him.
Just the ability to regenerate rapidly. That's another power. Top 3. List your top 3 powers. You already know my first.
I'll go first. Me, I would really like super speed. and then teleportation.
I'm gonna fight you on that one. Super speed.
Super speed,
Okay, continue.
teleportation, and I'd like to say invincibility as well.
Zayd?
Okay, I have Maurice said one that I really want, which is teleportation. That is my number one power of all teleportation. No? And then it was invincibility, but to top three that would be like the last. That would be last, invincibility, and then it's okay. The second one would be like control elements. I don't know why. That would just be cool. Like imagine like create a fireball out of nowhere.
Yeah, the ability to control water, like that could go save like parts of Africa or something, or the ability to control fire.
Yeah,
you could become a firefighter, then you suck the fire out.
Yeah.
You could stop earthquakes, so that is kind of an overpowered power if you use it correctly.
Can I change one?
Sure, go ahead.
I want to change super speed for being able to talk any language in the world.
I mean, that's not really but you could literally learn that with some amount of time.
No. I want to just be able to hear the language once and be able to speak it. That's the ability I want.
Okay, I'm not going to count that as an ability. That I'll just give to you because that is like something that's achievable.
It's a DLC. It's add-on.
Yeah, you can keep that one. I'll let you keep that one. So my three: time manipulation, teleportation, I agree, and rapid recovery.
Okay.
That's it. So Maurice, let me just fight you on the super speed quickly. Why do you want super speed? Would you use it to save people?
Not really.
I can't stop.
So, so if you have super speed, right? You have super speed, and you have teleportation. What's the use?
You know, but the thing is, speed is for more fun's sake. Teleportation is for when I want to travel and stuff.
But super speed, that's negative because your girlfriend isn't going to enjoy that.
Controllable super speed.
But no, super speed is just horrible. If you have super speed, you cannot wear clothes. You need specially made clothes that are able to withstand such incredible wind. You need clothes that can. You just need clothes for it.
I just want to be Flash, man.
Or you must do it in your birthday suit.
Yeah, but
if I'm forced to concede.
You did say invisibility, so super speed plus invisibility.
You just be a force of nature.
Yeah. Plus Zayd's ability to control the wind. Zayd can also just run extremely fast because he has elemental powers.
The wind.
Literally ride the wind.
Or you just mix you just mix wind and fire, then you go super fast.
But wind and fire is gonna cause disasters. Plus teleportation is the prime power for anyone lazy. You don't need to get out of bed. You just teleport your cup of coffee over to you. If you're late for work, oh crap, just put on your suit and tie, teleport to work.
Basically, we just lazy and we just chose the superpowers because we're lazy.
Time manipulation. I must do the dishes at 4:00. Pause. I don't want to.
What do you think? What do you guys think about flight?
No, that is in the same boat as super speed.
Because if you had teleportation, to fly, just teleport yourself in the air all the time.
But the thing is, what is the boundaries of teleportation? Would you have to be in that place before to know where to teleport?
That is also what I thought. Yeah. I think it would depend on your imagination.
Your visual.
If you can imagine the place clearly,
but
you would be able to
because you have to think about it. Even if we wanted superpowers are gonna come with pros and cons. Because you can't just have a power and be OP at it.
Plus, what if teleportation, you leave like rifts in time? Like you open it, you don't. The way I think teleportation works is you just pop to where you need to be. What if you leave like rifts or elemental traces behind of teleportation?
Because teleportation is tremendous Mach speed, faster than speed of light or anything. So it would like leave off the images of yourself and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Because-
top five powers. Add 2 more because this is interesting. 2 more
Okay,
powers. Maurice
okay.
goes first.
On
Add 2
that
more.
topic, look here, on that topic of teleportation, what if we added a different type of teleportation, more like a gate type of thing, like you create a gate, walk through it, there you're at your destination, instead of just popping up somewhere where you want to be.
Portals.
Portals.
Yeah, that's
Basically,
another way to look at it.
Basically.
But
That's
the thing
another
is with portals isn't teleporting. It's like ripping apart matter into a different space. It's not really teleporting.
That is definitely going to leave behind consequences.
I was gonna say it's definitely gonna create some problems.
Yeah,
Your rifts and stuff.
because you're not shifting from one spot to another. You teleporting your molecules and stuff to a different destination. So it could come with defects and stuff like that. Like you could all of a sudden have cancer when you teleport to Mexico.
3 noses, a mutation of
You
Yeah,
rewrite your
basically.
DNA structure, your molecular structure. Okay, add 2 more powers. Add 2 more.
Okay, 2 more.
I need to think on this because I can't think of any other powers I'd want.
gravity control.
I mean, if you have the ability to control wind, why would you need that? And teleport. You can just
True.
teleport objects into the air.
Just throwing
And
some
like-
stuff on the table.
What would I? Is money ability?
That it could be if you
The
have
ability to
to
duplicate.
create things. To create things.
Duplicate. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that or duplicating stuff. That's what I would want.
Item duplication. So that's
But I
4.
But the thing is, I can only duplicate the item if I have the item. I can't all of a sudden say, I want a Nintendo Switch duplicated and I don't have a Nintendo Switch.
That does make sense. So you just walk into a store and duplicate it. And then that would actually be a cool scenario. You duplicate the item, I teleport it out. So it doesn't look like we're stealing it.
And if there's low stock and stuff, they can pay us to duplicate stuff.
That is money generation. That is how you make money. But
And then the money we get from them, we duplicate it ourselves to get more money.
Now that's just gonna lead to inflation. More money in circulation. Inflation. Fifth power.
Okay, what-
Can't think of one. Do you want to leave it at 4?
Reading minds,
That is also a cool one.
because then you can pave a future for yourself, the best possible future, because you know what people think of you.
Okay,
What
I
if
have
you
one.
had- What if you had the ability to read your own mind?
We already have that, Malik. I have a 5th one. It's
Go on.
not visions. It's just force, the power of foresight.
So, I don't. It's not. What is it called? Psychic. Being psychic.
Have you watched That's So Raven?
Yeah, she's psychic.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
psychic.
ability like that. Yeah.
Zayd, 2 more.
Don't I don't know if I know how do I say this? I don't watch Danger Force, no? But
Me
because my
neither.
brother watched it, no? I see like a few snippets when I walk past the TV. And doesn't that guy, the guy with the dreads have that kind of ability, like foresight?
I don't watch it, so I don't.
Me neither.
I stopped Henry Danger, bro.
Yeah, Henry Danger is good. Anyway, the 4th power?
For you.
Anyone?
on you,
Fourth
Zayd.
power?
We on
That's
you.
you, Zayd. We on you. We already said.
I gave already. Didn't I?
No.
Or didn't you add reading minds?
Yeah,
Okay,
reading
we'll
minds.
add
Yeah.
So
the
now the
fifth
fifth one.
You on the fifth one.
Okay, let's see. Creation? Like you can create anything. You can create... Okay, wait, that would be crazy OP. You can create a whole new Earth. You can create a whole new Earth, a whole solar system,
Basically
a
become
whole
God.
universe. Basically, yeah. Okay,
Item duplication. Just item duplication.
So anything that you can touch, you can duplicate, basically.
That
Yeah.
you're familiar with. So
Okay.
for my fourth one, I'd go with omnipresence. So I'm basically God. So I'm everywhere. I hear everything. I see everything. So
Man's
that's
basically
omnipresence.
Zayd. He's basically Makima.
Who?
What?
Makima.
Oh,
I hear all, I see all. So that is that. And then
wouldn't that be annoying though?
I can just control it.
Okay, so you
can
can just...
But the thing is, you have to think of pros and cons, because you can't just have a power and be OP. You have to think of the downsides to it. So hearing everything would be a downside to it.
Yeah, like you can't control what you hear.
I mean, that's all right. I'll just go help those people with whatever powers I have. Teleportation, teleport over to them, pause time, figure out their problems. And then what was my third power again? I can't remember. But the fifth one would be the ability to rewrite DNA.
Yeah. That's crazy, actually.
That's crazy.
So if someone had cancer, no, you don't anymore.
man is legit. There's the power of Control Alt Delete.
Yeah. So with the power of omnipresence and DNA rewriting. Oh man, my head hurts so bad from cancer. Oh really? Snap of a finger. Bah. You don't have cancer anymore. Oh man, I can't reach the top shelf because I'm in my wheelchair. What? No, you can. What are you talking about? Just stand up. I literally tell disabled people, just enable it. Go to your settings and enable it.
Man is literally Jesus.
Crazy.
So yeah, that is... we over an hour now. We at what, 1 minute? You saw probably at 1 minute and 10. I'm at one.
Yeah.
I'm at 1 hour and 10.
I'm at 1 and 9 now. So that was the best episode so far.
That was actually a fun episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was the most interesting one so far.
I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked we say these things on the fly. Like we were meant for this, my guy.
Yeah, like we can talk for hours. We can literally talk for hours on these things.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds weird. Stop it. I can hear everything, remember? Some of you weren't clapping with your hands.
Yeah.
Zayd said, yeah. What, Zayd? What were you clapping with?
My leg.
Okay, good episode, Maurice. Let us hear.
Okay, guys, it was a good episode. Amazing, cool. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, guys. I know. Some of the audience is gonna think I do cocaine. Please, I do not do cocaine. He was lying. It was just a joke. I don't do any drug of any kind, unless I'm sick and I. Wait, does cough medicine count as? Does cough medicine count as that?
It is a drug, but it's a medicational drug.
Medicinal drug.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. So, I am not a drug addict. Please, I'm not a drug addict.
Only when you speak and when he does cocaine.
No, I do not do it at all.
Okay, guys, I'm the host. I'll clarify. Zayd does not do any drugs of the sorts.
Thank you.
Okay, say bye to the people, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Subscribe.